before we start tonight, make sure you're there. 8 o'clock on My Funded Futures YouTube or SK Trading Live YouTube. Be hosting the Asia session. That's right. From 8 to 10, we cover gold, silver, oil, S&P, the NASDAQ futures. A great time. We have hundreds and hundreds of people. Plus, we give 10 giveaways for My Funded Futures prop account. So be there tonight from 8 to 10. I hope to see you there. Also, if anybody would like a 5-day free trial to my live stream, please text me your full name and email. Starts every Monday to my cell phone, 914-500-7484. Also, last night before I started the My Funded Futures YouTube, I saw a ton of people saying how much the markets are driving them crazy and they're struggling. Anybody who wishes to pick up the phone that wants to just talk to me, if I can help you in any way, again, you have my cell phone number. Please just text me or call me. I'll always return a text or return a call. All right, so how do you trade stocks during earnings seasons, right? Number one, it's fair to say you don't jump in front of a freight train, right? You wait patiently, okay? You wait patiently, and what you do is you wait for the dust to settle. Like tonight, Seagate, monster earnings. The stock's up 13, almost 14% after hours. What we do, we wait. Tomorrow, we'll wait to see how the patterns are. We'll wait for some pullbacks to see if the move is real. We'll wait to see if the move holds, right? We'll see how maybe the 15s or the 30-minute time frames can get to a deep oversold condition and look for longs since it's up 13, almost 14%. Okay. And then from there, we had Broadcom down over 4.5% today. So tomorrow, after the bell, we have Microsoft, Google, Amazon, and Meta. Then on Thursday, Apple, Western Digital, and Caterpillar. A crazy week, I'm sure, here. So again, we wait patiently. Like today, GLW was down, Corning was down, and there were some big short patterns on the way up. And you use the 15 and the 30-minute time frames, and let me show you. This is SanDisk, so this is Corning here today, okay? Okay, so Corning here, you can see here, all right? You got this big bounce here. This is the 60-minute, the ADXs are rising. And what do you look for here? You look for the push up. This was the short here. And then you got the really good short here on the 15. And then this pattern here was off the 15 and the 30-minute time frame, if you look here. So we wait patiently, okay, for these patterns to set up. And that's what I expect tomorrow. This is how you trade stocks during earnings seasons, okay? We had Apple today up about about 0.75%. The 15, the 30, and the 60-minute time frames reverse to buy. And what do you look to do on Apple? You buy the pullback on the 15, and you buy the pullback here on the 15. Here's one, here's two, and here's the 30-minute time frame. Beautiful, right into the positive MACD. Apple 269.44 ran about $1.50. Microsoft very strong here as well today. Microsoft really oversold here on the 15, and when you got this 15-minute oversold around the 2:30 time period, it also set up beautifully here on the 30-minute time frame. So again, really great longs there on Microsoft and on Apple. So again, that's how we look to trade the markets. Now today we got big sell reversals on the QQQs on the 60 and on the 30-minute time frames. We'll see if that lasts for tomorrow. The NASDAQ was down less than 1%, down about 250 points. And I think we'll see what happens. After the bell, we had Hood today, HOOD, which is Robinhood, okay? And you can see Robinhood just got kabooshed. It's closed around 82 and now trading around 75, about 6. So Robinhood's down about 6. So we'll look for some short patterns tomorrow on Hood. Long patterns on STX. You can see here after the bell. Again, this is how you trade stocks. Up 73. It was just up 85. 80 or something. So we'll see how we can look to maneuver and trade that. Also, Starbucks after the bell. I believe that was up after the bell. 102 up about 4%. So again, we'll see how these pan out overall. But this is how you trade during earnings seasons. You wait for the dust to settle. You wait and you let the pattern set up, and you get in there, long and or short. Again, so I like today, for example, we saw the IWMs today and the QQQs. Let me just type this up. You can see the IWMs negative here on the 30-minute time frame right here. It correlated with the 15 and the 60-minute, and this was the really good short right here off the 30-minute time frames, and the 15s right here. Caught this nice little short here above, actually above the 90, what was it, above the right here, the 90.95 level, pushed up a little higher, and then actually dropped at the end of the day, not much, about 75 cents. Again, tomorrow we also have the FOMC at 2 o'clock. Interest rate decision, I expect no cut in rates. All right, when I get back, I'll tell you what I expect for tomorrow. So for tomorrow, right now, we have the spiders that are bullish, negative, but very close to going positive on the 15, but negative on the 15, negative on the 30. The Russell and the QQQs are negative on the 15, 30, and 60-minute time frame. But, well, again, this can all change. Tomorrow, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Meta, after the bell. Who knows? 2 up, 2 down, 4 up, 4 down, 4 down, who knows? 1 up, 3 down, who knows? 3 up, 1 down, who knows how it's going to pan out. Today, the market could even be down 1%. When the S&P hit that 71.48, buyers just came in. And, I mean, NVIDIA was trading at one point today below the 209 level and rallied all the way up to 214 and change. So, again, so for tomorrow, I want to see if these 60-minute time frames can get a push up. Maybe the 60s can roll over and, roll over meaning start sloping downward here. If you can see here, I'll show it to you. The spiders, you can see the spiders here on the 60-minute time frame. Okay, right here. All right, and right here, you can see this bear flag here on the 60. All right, and then you wait for, I'm hoping if we do get a push up, any push up, these negative MACDs are going to be a problem here on the 30 and on the 60-minute time frame. So I think there is a ceiling on the market tomorrow, especially. I think it's going to be very slow after 12 o'clock, especially with the FOMC minutes coming, the interest rate decision at 2, and then the earnings at the end of the day on those 4 big names. All right, when I get back, I will share something that I think you need to know. So today there was a great trade on a short, and one of my students, we were beautiful short, and when the position dropped, instead of covering the position or covering some of the position, he just sat there. And then of course the pattern was a scalp trade, and then it ricocheted right back up, and then I helped him, teach him how to short more, and ultimately it dropped and the trade was a complete push, meaning break even. However, when you're trading the market, especially you're scalping, if the indexes drop anywhere, the Nasdaq drops anywhere from 8 to 15 points, or the S&P is anywhere from 3 to 5 points, you look to take some off the table, then you lower your stop. So if you're short the S&Ps at 71.70 and you're now trading 71.65, you take some money off the table and then you lower your stop like to 68 or 67 and a half, and then if it trades up, you're stopped out. You don't let it go from 70 down to 65 right back up to 74. And so again, this is really key to trading. All right, it's fast, especially if you're scalping. Not everybody can scalp. All right, but again, scalping's an art, but it's really important to fully understand the potential in trading, whether you're trading a pattern or you're going to be trading a scalp trading. So again, either way, pattern tradings last up to 8 bars. It can happen in 2, it can happen in 6, it can happen in 8. Either way, it's a pattern. So you're expecting anywhere from 1 to 8 bars up or 1 to 8 bars down. It doesn't make a difference. And if you're scalping, you're looking up to 3 bars, and that's exactly what happened on that trade. So when you're trading the market, remember, okay, hand on the mouse, and always look to take profits, singles and doubles, and that's how I feel you're going to pass your evaluations or just make money if you're trading your own account. Thank you for joining me tonight on The Bull, the Bear, and the Ugly. Please hit the subscribe button. Please leave a comment. If you'd like to join my community of traders from all around the world, please go to my website, sktrading.live, and I hope to see you tonight on the Asia session, My Funded Futures YouTube, SK Trading YouTube, where our podcast is held. Also, if you'd like to follow me on social media, at official Stephen Kalayjian on X, Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn. I do not DM. Somebody said to me today, is that you DMing me? I said, no, that's not me. So anyway, please be careful. Somebody's trying to copy trade me and copy trade and ask for money. That's not me. So please, 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 you have my cell phone number. Call me directly, okay? That's why I give out my cell phone. I do not want anybody getting hurt. All right. Thank you for joining me tonight. God bless you. God bless our troops. And God bless the United States of America. See you tonight.